Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about doing things differently in this next year to get different results. So a lot of you guys have goals, a lot of you guys have things that you want to accomplish that you probably have reflected on and maybe wasn't able to follow through on this past year, right? Like there's a lot of things that I've wanted to do. There's a lot of things that I've wanted to stop doing, and this year, there's just some things that I haven't been able to accomplish or complete or follow through on, right? And one thing that I always think about is like, if you keep doing what you do, right, and you're not getting the result you want, or you're not getting the outcome you want, then you got to do things different, right? So, part of my plan in this new year is to just do things differently, right? Like I have to look at the different areas of my life, see what connects to what, and then see what I can improve on. Like for me right now, one of the biggest things that is holding me back, right, is my sleep. I haven't really been too great with my sleep this year. I'll be honest with you guys. There's just been a lot of things in the way that have prevented me from getting sleep, right? Some of it comes down to me just not having enough, having too much caffeine, right? Like I get too much caffeine intake. I drink caffeine too late, and the next thing you know, I'm up till midnight, when I should be, getting ready to go to sleep. So one thing you want to always look at is your sleep, right? See if you can improve on that. Sleep is one of the things that I think we don't really think about, right? Just a little side note, like sleep, you got to realize that sleep affects a lot of things. It affects your testosterone, it affects your brain performance, it affects your energy. So that's something I'm definitely going to be dialing in on this year, right? And definitely paying more attention to and just being more mindful of, because I think that that's going to have a great effect on my ability to just have better results with everything, right? So sleep is definitely something I'm going to be paying more attention to. And then another thing too is, we oftentimes, have different things that we do or different people that we're surrounded by that, are not helping us in any way. Like a lot of us have friends or girlfriends or boyfriends that, we're just around these people because we don't want to feel alone. Like we're too afraid to be in silence. We're too afraid to observe our thinking. We're too afraid to, face the abyss, right? We're too afraid to face ourselves and really ask ourselves these serious questions about like what's going on with our life, right? And sometimes, guys, like if you're with a man or a woman and you guys are in a relationship, right, and you want change, right? Like like that this past year and the years prior, like you've just had no progress, right? You want more money, you want to save more money, you want to have more time in the gym, you want to plan for your future, right? And the person you're with, right, whether it's a guy or girl, is holding you back, right? Like you guys might have some bad habits. Maybe you guys spend excessive time with each other. Maybe you spend too much time texting. Maybe you spend too much time on the phone, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't love the person you're with or spend a good amount of time with them, but at the end of the day, guys, like we really have to look and see like, is this person really worth my time, right? Like, yeah, everyone enjoys having sex, right? Like that's a given. But is this person gonna help me move forward, right? Or, if you're a guy, right, is this girl serving me, right? Is she gonna be an asset? Does she want to be an asset to my life? Or is she just here to, basically tolerate me till something better comes, right? Because that's what a lot of girls do, right? They'll sit there and they'll tolerate you for a little bit, and then when they find another option that's maybe a little better, someone has more money than you, someone's has more humor, someone's in better shape, whatever, then they leave you, right? So you got to look at your life and be like, what am I doing this year that I can do better, or I can not do this coming 2025 to live a better life and change the course of where my life is going, right? Because guys, I can tell you from experience, like if you don't start to change your perspective on things, if you don't start to change your habits, if you don't start to change the things that you do, you're just gonna keep living the same life. And it's funny, like in our jobs, in our, with our families, like, do you want to be like everyone else who just lives the same boring ass life year after year, the same New Year's resolutions, the same hopes, the same dreams? And then, you don't want to be that person, that guy or girl who has dreams and aspirations but just lives the same year over and over again. Like, think of how many people have dreams. Think of how many people have like goals and plans and whatever else. And it's just every day it's just like a pipe dream. Like, yeah, I'll get to that when I can, right? Like, or if someone wants to like start a YouTube channel or become like a musician or do something, yeah, I'll start playing the piano when I'm ready, right? Right now I suck at it. Right now I don't have time. When it's like, bro, if it was important to you, if it mattered to you, if you could see the benefit that it would bring to your life, you'd start right away. So in 2025 and beyond, I really want you guys to look at your life, look at the different things you want, look at the different things that have been holding you back, and really start to question if those things are meant to stay, right? Like, I know in my life right now, for a long time, for the past 3 to 4 years, at my job, I've been getting promoted and things have been going well, but recently things have been slow. The company didn't make as much money this year, and there's a lot of things that haven't been unfolding well, right? And maybe it's a way of God telling me to switch up, right? To change course, to try something different, right? And it's uncomfortable, right? Because a job, for example, is something that gives you a sense of security, right? You're getting that paycheck every week. It's pretty much impossible to get fired unless you just like don't show up or you say something completely outrageous. It's hard to get fired. So a lot of people their job is their sense of security, right? But someone like me, right, who's kind of a little edgy, making YouTube content, right? Like, that's not guaranteed, right? It's not guaranteed that I'll make a video tomorrow and get a couple thousand views. It's not guaranteed that people are gonna want to subscribe to me, like my videos, and consistently watch my stuff, right? Like, it's not guaranteed. So the sense of security isn't there as much as opposed to a job, right? So I always got to remember, like, life, you can't always play life safe, right? Like, if you play life safe, if you just conform and accept what everyone else is doing and accept that as the path, then your life is gonna look exactly like everyone else, right? And I think to myself all the time, I look around, I have conversations with people, I look at people's face, right? I look at their emotions, I can see their body language. Bro, most people are not satisfied with life, right? Like, they think their life sucks, right? Most people are lonely, most people are sad, most people are frustrated, pissed off, fat, overweight, sick. And I just look and I'm like, damn, dude, like, our world is set up for us to be like that, right? So you have to do things differently, right? And if you don't know what to do, right, because some of us don't know what to do, just look at people, right? Look at what everyone else is doing, right? Look at your friends, your family, your coworkers, right? Look at them, see exactly what they're doing, right? Have conversations with them. And then at the end, think to yourself, okay, what's the opposite of that, right? So if people go home, right, after a long day of work and endlessly scroll social media on their bed because they're tired, you got to look at yourself and be like, okay, if I want to be different than that person, right, I have to not do that, right? I have to say no to my inherent laziness, right? I have to say no to my want to relax after a long day of work, right? Because we're all tired after a long day of work. We're all like, some of us are pissed off, some of us are angry, tired, right? Depressed, annoyed after we come home from work, most days of the week. So one thing you got to say to yourself is, hey, I can't. And one thing especially with myself right now, is like, I can't let my emotions, my frustrations, my dissatisfaction with my job prevent me from doing what I know I'm supposed to do, right? Because if I let my job dictate my life, right, and let it dictate the actions that I take because I'm tired or I'm annoyed or I'm pissed off, then I'm gonna be at my job forever, right? And in the video I just made, I basically said, like, yeah, like, if you guys don't figure out how to do something on the side, when you get home after your job, Well, you're not going to have time. You're not going to have time throughout your day unless you work like security to develop your skill or ability to be proficient in whatever you're learning. So definitely, guys, if you're wanting to achieve certain goals, certain life situations that you want to come into fruition, right? Definitely just look at everyone else. It's very easy. Look at everyone else and say, hey, listen, if I want to not be like that, right, I got to do other things, right? And then obviously, you know, there's people on social media that you can look up to that have the life you want, that you can follow and you can learn from. So never think that just because you're in an environment that sucks, where you don't have any inspiration or people aren't living the life you want, don't think that it's impossible, right? Just because everyone around you isn't living the life that you think is ideal for yourself, that doesn't mean there's people out there that aren't living it. So you know, I think mentors are important. I think that if you guys really want to skyrocket your growth at a rapid pace, at a pace that's, you know, going to get you the result quicker, right? I think you need mentors, right? So definitely don't shy away from that, right? And so these are just some things, guys, that I've been thinking about, some things that I've been contemplating as we approach the new year, because this is typically the time where people like to reflect and think about what they're going to do. So I wanted to make this video and kind of share what I've been thinking, what I'm going to do differently, and hopefully this can inspire you to look at your own life and see the different things in your life that you need to get rid of, maybe you got to keep, or maybe you got to refine, so that in this coming year, right, you have better positioning than you did in 2024, right? So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.